All right, welcome to Frightmare HQ. My name is Lloyd Cryer, and I'm here today with our co-host Charles Doze. What's up, Charles?
What's up, Lloyd? What's
and
happening, Lloyd?
not a whole lot. We have somebody very special with us today, Miss Linnea Quigley, down at the bottom there. Everybody, hi, Linnea.
Hey!
What is going on?
Well, I'll show you.
Uh-oh.
The dogs aren't very excited about this.
Oh, look at the doggy. He is sleeping.
He's out. What kind of dog is that?
Which one?
The black one.
That's I was going to say Great Dane. No, Doberman.
A Doberman.
Doberman. And
That's
then
awesome.
This one got in my Slap Your Mama seasoning that somebody brought me back.
He's a bad boy. What is he doing?
Oh, he's really bad. He got into my backpack where it was like zippered in on a thing up above and tore it open and got it. And he didn't even want it because it tastes like seasoning, like hot.
He thought it was something good. He was like, there's something in here and I want it. Now he's sleepy.
Yeah.
He's out. Well, you're doing a dog rescue now. Is that correct?
Yes, dog and cat and any other animal.
So just all around animal rescue.
Oh yeah, I've got 14 dogs, 4 cats. That's it right now.
Well, that's
14
enough.
dogs and 4 cats.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Dogs
dogs.
That is great work. I've got a 15-year-old dog that we rescued a long time ago, and she's my old curmudgeon, but we still love her. So.
Oh, how cute! I love dogs.
Me too. Well, I like that dog. She's a sweetie pie.
So what made you want to get into animal rescue?
Well, I think almost all girls always think, when I get older, I'm going to have a dog rescue or an animal rescue or a cat rescue or whatever. And I just said, yeah, I'm going to do it. It might take a while, but I'm doing it. So that's what happened. A lifelong dream.
It's so much work, isn't it?
I bet.
Oh my God. I was going to say it's a dream turned into a nightmare. No,
I can't imagine.
I love them all.
14 dogs. I can't imagine.
Oh, it's crazy. I tired them out before the show because I did not want.
Oh yeah. And then you fed them seasoning.
Slap your mama seasoning.
Slap your mama. So anybody that wants to send me it for Christmas, slap your mama. I'll put it up high on a shelf.
Gotta hide it.
That's awesome.
You gotta hide the slap your mama.
Well, we're so glad to have you on. Go ahead.
Oh, one other thing about the Slap Your Mama seasoning. They brought it back to me, and I got it today, and they drug tested it because it was in their bags, their carry-on bags. So this seasoning went through all this turmoil to be put out in the dirt in the backyard.
Didn't even make it one day.
Can you
not even one day, not even one taste. I tried to scoop it up, but I got dirt in there.
Don't eat that.
So I'm taking it that you can't get Slap Your Mama seasoning where you're at. Is that right?
No.
Yeah. Well, you were a Southern girl. You were in Florida for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, and I could have got it there, I'm sure, but I didn't know about it.
Yeah. So now you've discovered Slap Your Mama seasoning and you love it.
I love it. Do you get it there?
Yeah,
we come there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get. I've seen it at the grocery stores. Haven't you, Charles?
Yeah. Well, now everybody who comes to the market, bring Linnea some Slap Your Mama. She's gonna go home with a large amount of it. So
you're gonna have cases of that stuff.
Yep.
Oh my God, yum. It's like Linda Blair gets pea soup. I get Slap Your Mama.
Slap Your Mama. Everybody's going to bring you one now.
Yes.
Well, that's part of the reason that you're on today is that we're going to talk about the Christmas market that's coming up here at Frightmare Collectibles. Linnea will be attending. She'll be at the event and autographing and or signing all of your merchandise and whatever, photos and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to put up the flyer for it, so we just kind of get that out of the way so everybody knows about it, and then we can talk more about Linnea. So this is happening Saturday, December 19th, noon to 8 at Frightmare Collectibles, and you can go to the all of our social media. We'll have something about it, so you can find out more info there. So now that that's out of the way, we can talk to Linnea.
Yes.
How have things been going on for you lately? Are things good? You made a big move, I guess.
Oh my gosh, did I? Yeah, cross country. From Florida to California. It was like,
Ooh.
with a lot of dogs. I didn't have as many, but I had quite a few. I had like 6. That's enough. And I love it here. I just love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting. I have done a lot of like various jobs, like dubbing movies. I've done a couple movies this year so far, COVID sets and everything. And that was fun. I did one for Asylum, who did Sharknado.
Oh
yeah. Okay.
Dinosaurs, and it'll be out pretty soon, I heard. And I did one a vampire movie, and then I did my own production for my own channel, which is a UK based channel, but it's on YouTube. It's what is it? It's horrorbiz.net. No. Dragonflix, FLIX.biz, BIZ.
Dragonflix.biz.
If you go under YouTube, you put in Linnea Quigley, and then you can bring up, I have a reality show on there. I have all kinds of things, and the movie's not out yet. It's being edited, but we shot that during COVID.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've heard that there's a sequel to Sorority Babes coming out too. Is that true?
You know what? I'm the last to know. I do not know. It's been mentioned to me by Brink and Michelle, but I don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
I wanted to ask you that because I love that movie, and I've been hearing about a sequel for a while, and I'm like, come on, let's make it happen.
I know. It's like, I think they'd get a lot of people interested in watching it. So I don't know why they don't just make it instead of making something that people might not watch.
Yeah. So what has filming been like for you lately? Have you been able, like you said, you've been doing some films and so forth. What is it like now? What's the atmosphere like?
Well, there's usually only about 10 people on set because they don't allow a lot of people. Sometimes there's a makeup artist, if she's brave enough. They take your temperature all the time. You have to wear a mask when you're not filming, which is kind of weird. And then, when you're filming, you take it off. So, somebody could catch COVID that way. It's very strange. And you have to sign forms. It's just really different. You feel kind of like dirty,
Mm-hmm.
like everywhere you go. I don't know if you guys get that feeling, but like when you're around somebody, you put it on, like, and then wash your hands and all this stuff. It's just really, really strange.
Yeah.
You want to dump hand sanitizer on yourself? Just like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Right. And then they also spray things with Lysol. Blah. It's awful.
It's a horrible smell.
Isn't it? And hand sanitizer smells too. It's like alcohol. It's awful.
Yeah, some of the ones I've been finding lately smell like vodka or something. It's weird. It's interesting.
Maybe it is.
It probably is.
Well, I know there's
all,
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh no, it's like they're probably putting vodka in it to go into our blood system to keep us, controlled.
Yeah,
Keep us calm.
keep us calm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep us calm. Like, I can't breathe. My glasses are fogging up. Ah.
Well,
I
Linnea,
feel you.
I got to tell you, you're probably the biggest scream queen that there ever was. I mean, I don't think I'm over exaggerating when it comes to that, and you're more than just a scream queen too. But you've done so many movies. I'm looking at your IMDb page.
So many. It's like,
Yeah.
where do you start? There's
Where-
so many.
Where do you start? Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's Psycho from Texas. I guess that was your first feature film.
Oh, I love that movie. I love that movie.
Oh my gosh. It was called Wheeler too. I don't know. Wheeler and Psycho from Texas. Yes.
Yep.
And that
I
tape-
think it was called
really
Evil
low
Hate
budget.
Killer too, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was called Daddy's Girl. That was the
It was
first
called
name
Daddy's
of it.
Girl.
It's so crazy.
Yes.
But then after Psycho from Texas, you've got an uncredited role in Death Sport, and then
Yes. Oh,
yeah, and then you go to Fairy Tales, which was Charles Band, old Charles Band,
Early
film.
Charles Band.
Yeah,
oh my God. I think that was his first, wasn't it his first movie where he directed it and like got his feet wet? He was so young.
I think it was one of his first, if not his first. I'm not 100% sure, but
Right.
But
But they didn't even have a company then. It was just like Band Productions or something.
is that right?
Interesting.
Yeah, it was
One
for anything.
I'm interested in is the uncredited mannequin in Tourist Trap. I love that.
Oh my God. That's how I got my Screen Actors Guild card. I was in the dark and you can't even see me as a mannequin in this attic. And I just remember being on set and Chuck Connors was there. And he thought he was like so hot because he sat in a trailer and had steak. I thought, well, and we're having sandwiches. It was just like, when you're an extra or whatever, you see the people eating better than you or being treated better than you, and you think, oh, they're just arrogant. But no, he earned it. He was the rifleman.
The Rifleman, yeah.
Were you starstruck when you met him, or
Did you already know him a little bit?
I didn't know him at all. I don't think I was starstruck. I think I just had this image of him as like pompous or something because he was sitting in the trailer eating steak.
You're like, I want steak. You're like, I want some steak too.
Yeah, I was like, I hadn't gone vegan yet, and I was like, I want some of that steak too. Why don't you throw it out to us poor people?
so there wasn't any moment of you like, wow, it's the Rifleman.
No.
No. Believe it or not, I'm surprised I didn't do that because I usually get that way and I can't say anything at all. I just like am so shy about that. I can't go up to people except Napoleon Dynamite.
You had to do that. Did you meet Napoleon? We need to know this story now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh
Come on.
my God, I did. I actually like was at a convention and I heard he was there and I just flew over to his table and I did everything every fan wishes they wouldn't do. I started blabbing lines from the movie and I was like, oh no, and I wasn't even getting them right and it was just horrifying.
I can imagine.
But I was prepared the next time I met him at a show because I had a notebook and I wrote in it with the unicorn and a tetherball, and he actually put it on Instagram. I'm like, oh my God. I was like so starstruck.
For those that might be just now joining us, we're talking to Linnea Quigley. If you have questions, I'm sure that Linnea will be happy to answer a couple here and there. So feel free to post your questions. Are you okay with answering some questions?
Of course. Yes.
Awesome. So, I don't know. A lot of people are talking about where they became first aware, or what movie they became first aware of Linnea. And there's so many. I mean, there like we've already talked about that. You've got a huge list, but what is there something that's always been really special for you as far as a project from the past?
Well, Return of the Living Dead, I'm really proud of. It was directed by Dan O'Bannon, and it had like James Karen and Clu Gallagher and all these Don Calfa and all these wonderful character actors. And it was like such a great thing to be working on. And I was just so lucky because the girl that they had like cast it, and then the girl that was cast as Trash got pregnant. And it was months later, and there's no way she could have done the dance. That would have been weird. I mean, she could have, but it might have been very strange.
Yeah,
might have been questionable.
Yeah, it would have been really weird. And so I was just so lucky to be able to be part of that. And if it wasn't for probably Silent Night, Deadly Night, and the same casting director, I might not have got it because she remembered me and brought me in.
That's amazing. And I guess it's how things work out, but I guess today we can't imagine anybody else as Trash. So
no.
I guess it's good the way things work out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Todd Lewis does have a question that pertains to Return of the Living Dead. He says, for Linnea, how many takes did it take to do the naked dance in Return of the Living Dead?
Oh boy, it didn't take long. It was like, well, there were the different angles and stuff that we had to do, but the original dance, I think I just did once. I just like went for it, and they did that. And then of course the different angles, like from behind, and when they're with the torches and that, there were a few of those takes. I remember those torches were really torturous because the sulfur from them it was like they were road flares, and they were going up into my head and making me so dizzy. Those things are not good to breathe.
Yeah.
Was it choreographed at all, or were you just going with what you felt like doing?
I just did what I felt like doing. It wasn't, they just said, okay, dance. And I'm like, okay. Same thing with Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. They're like, okay, dance sexy. And I'm like, how do I dance sexy with these heavy chainsaws? It's like, you're like trying, but it was very hard to. I remember being very scared I wasn't going to be dancing sexy with chainsaws.
Lloyd, I don't know about you, but I can imagine if somebody asked me to dance sexy, I don't know what it would be like. I don't know what I would do.
It would be terrible because
I don't have it.
Both of us would be terrible.
What would you wear?
I wouldn't wear what you wear because, my goodness, I would be revolting.
I would. You know what?
Charles would do it.
Nude. I would be nude as well, and I would just go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
You only live once.
Yeah. You have to have gloves or something to take off. You have to have something to take off. You don't want to just start naked. You want to like tease them, right?
Like some sparkly gloves and like a G-string or something. Would that work?
Exactly. Yes.
I got it. I can do it.
Yeah, I think that would be good for you.
I mean,
maybe a hat.
I can do a hat, like a cowboy hat or something.
Oh my God! Oh, you're turning me on. Okay.
Wow, Charles, you just turned on Linnea.
It's hard.
Spurs. Ooh.
And spurs, but no boots, just spurs. Just spurs on my shins. That's it.
I think that on your shins.
Why not? You got to be weird.
Okay, yeah, that would be really different.
Yeah, it'd be bizarre.
It'll work.
Okay, let's do it. We'll do it like next weekend.
Let's do it. I got all the get up here.
Okay, good.
As long as I can shoot it, I'll be happy. I'll just shoot it from in the corner.
You do those dances a lot though. Like even in Nightmare Sisters, you were dancing as well and singing. You know,
Oh
so
my gosh, that's right. That's
yep.
right, I was. And that was a song that I wrote, recorded, and played guitar on. So at least I knew the song.
Well, that's good.
Because
That was in
in
your band,
return,
right? Was that
it was a different song that was in the movie, which is really weird because it matches.
Oh yeah.
Did we just lose
Yeah.
Charles?
We did for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you now.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
I think he was putting on his
sorry.
spurs.
It was it's my cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, my spurs
Yes,
and my cowboy hat. You know,
knocked the microphone away.
Well, Linnea,
it happens.
I probably need to tell you that Charles and I absolutely worship you, and I have since I was a little kid. So that's probably why we seem a little bit nervous tonight. You're probably one of the only people that I'm always nervous to talk to, even all the times you've come to the show, just because, you seem like such a larger than life figure, especially to the young horror fan in both Charles and I. Right, Charles? Am I going in the wrong direction here, or do you agree?
Look, Linnea, you are the Scream Queen, and I've always loved you. I grew up with, like I said, I grew up with Nightmare Sisters, Night of the Demons, Witch Trap, even earlier days like Savage Streets and Silent Night, Deadly Night. I love
Savage
all those movies,
Streets.
so it's great to get to talk to you. Savage
Wow.
Streets, great movie.
Well, thank you. That's a great honor because that you guys think that. Thank you.
I don't think we're alone,
Thank
though.
you.
I think there's quite a few young men and women out there that just grew up watching Linnea, and you're probably the biggest star in our eyes when it comes to horror films.
Oh,
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
That
but-
makes me
thank
feel
us.
good.
We have to thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So let me ask you a little bit about since Charles brought it up, Savage Streets.
I was going to bring it up too.
Oh my goodness, that whole scene was that uncomfortable for you, or do any of these scenes, are they ever uncomfortable for you?
Oh, they're always uncomfortable for me. It's because anytime you have to do something nude, and especially if it's something pretty offensive, it's very uncomfortable because you're laying yourself out naked, and you have to pretend you're not uncomfortable. I mean, Savage Streets, of course, I was uncomfortable and I acted uncomfortable, but it is an uncomfortable feeling just to be naked.
Yeah.
And you're always, it's like going to the doctor's office and you're wearing that little gown and, okay, take the sleeve down, or, whatever. It's never fun. It's never uncomfortable. I don't see anybody go to the doctor and go, oh yes, here, I'm naked. Just don't do that. You're just like, okay, let's get it over with.
Right.
Well, that's interesting because it doesn't come off that way in film. I can tell you that. You don't seem uncomfortable, so that's really good. It's interesting to hear that.
Good.
Well, Savage
good.
Streets.
Yeah, my heart races like a rabbit.
Savage Streets is a little different, but the other movies,
That is
Exactly.
a very intense scene.
Yeah. I watched that way too young.
Well, oh, I bet you were like, oh my God, poor girl.
Yeah, it had to been rough. But how did you originally get into acting? Did you just, some people just kind of, that happens to them, and some people pursue it. So how did that work for you?
Well, it happened. I was working at a health spa, Jack LaLanne's, and these girls who worked there also in California were going around going, oh, we're models, and I was like, oh, how exciting to be a model. If only I could be a model, but I'm 5'2" and I don't look like a model. I'm not exotic, blah, blah, blah. But they said, oh, come with us. And I went, the first thing they took me to was like a set where it was John Saxon, oh God, what's his name? Oh, he died a few years ago. Really scary looking guy, actor, older.
What was
Oh
he
my
in?
God, why do I forget his name? He was in so many movies. Not Charles Bronson, but he kind of looks like Charles Bronson. Oh my God. Really, he was in like a Western movie. Oh
Oh,
my God.
yeah, that's
Not
hard.
Pacino or oh well, I'll think of his name later, but he's
Yeah,
very scary looking and he's got like a rough voice and stuff. And he is very well known. And I was like sitting there, they had taken off on me because I did a stand-in for an actress or something, which was so exciting for me. And they took off and I didn't know where they went. And I was sitting there waiting for them because I rode with them. And he was talking about taking me on his helicopter to my car in Hollywood, dropping me off and all this weird stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope they show up soon. I'm getting really scared.
yeah.
I'm getting really scared. And finally they showed up and I realized they were impressing the producers. I didn't even think they would be doing that, but they were kind of wild girls, I found out later.
Yeah.
But that was my introduction into like the acting world.
Yeah. Some of the early stuff that you did was with Cheech and Chong, and that's always interested me. Did you have to try out for those roles, or?
Oh yeah, I got called into Warner Brothers, and they were doing Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams, and I went in and I met with Cheech right away, and so he had a guitar. And I said, oh, I play guitar too. And he said, oh, play me something. And I go, okay. And so I just picked it up and I went, da-da-da, from Charlie's Angels, that little 2-note thing.
Right.
And he thought that was so funny. And he cast my band in the movie. And we didn't play or anything, but we played the Hot Rollers in it. And it was so fun. We were so excited. Oh my God. We were so excited.
Oh, I bet.
Was that your band, the Skirts? Was that the band?
Yeah.
Very nice. Do you remember the first time that you didn't have to audition for something and it was just offered to you?
Yes, I remember. It was David Dakota was doing Creepazoids. And
Creepazoids.
I'd done Return and Night of the Demons and some other films like that. And I went in there and I thought, oh God, I hate reading. I suck at it. I'm terrible. And he offered it to me and I was just like, what? I don't even have to read it. That's what my mind is thinking. And it was great. And then I didn't have to read after that for him, or a lot of roles after that I didn't have to read. Like Night of the Demons I didn't have to read. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, David, you did a few movies with David. So that's good to hear the first time with David, and you kind of worked with him more, so that's cool.
Yeah. Now he's doing Hallmark films. Can you believe it?
I don't know. I actually looked that up recently because I was always a big fan of his, especially like the Puppet Master movie he did, but now he does a lot of TV movies, like a lot of them. So it's interesting to see where that went.
Well, it's funny. It's a double standard because the directors can do these like, well, tits and ass type movies, but an actress or actor can't go in there and do one. They don't want anybody with a past, like that kind of past. So they want like the fresh-faced, like innocent women. So it's just funny that he is doing Hallmark films, and I heard Fred Olen Ray is too.
No way.
Yeah.
Pretty soon Jim Wynorski will be.
Yeah. Maybe
That's funny. That's
That
funny
is
you
funny,
bring
though.
up Jim Wynorski because that's that kind of director. That would be crazy to see Jim start doing those.
You
Oh
never
my
know.
gosh, I know. I just saw he had like Bigfoot or Bust down as his next movie that he's putting out.
Oh, that's so great.
So I do have a
So
question
have
real quick from JD Smith, DigiArtist. Question for Linnea: what one movie role in any genre would you have loved to have gotten? And I'm guessing that he's just asking any role that you didn't get that you would love to have.
That's a good question.
Well, I didn't try out for it, but I would have loved to have done the Linda Hamilton character in Terminator 2.
Oh
Ah.
yeah,
That would have been fun. That would have been a lot of fun.
You get all buff, do push-ups.
Or Atomic Blonde. Oh my God, that would have been a great one. I don't know if you guys know that one. But
yeah.
Oh, with
Pearson
Charlize
did it,
Theron?
and I can never say her last name right. But
Yeah.
yes, that one. I love that
You know,
film.
Atomic Blonde's a great movie. That actually, if you think about it, that would have been a fun movie to make back in the 80s too, with the 80s action style. That would have been a lot of fun.
Oh, it would have been great. It would have been
And
great.
I could totally see you in that role. That would have totally been you.
I know. Maybe they'll make another one. I'll be like Atomic Blonde Grandma.
So, all these roles you did, were you always a fan of horror movies, or did you just kind of luck out by being in all these great horror films?
No, I was a big fan of horror films. I would watch Alfred Hitchcock at night, all the Alfred Hitchcock movies, the
Nice.
Birds, and I would watch Murder in the Rue Morgue, the old one, and Wax Museum, the old one. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. I loved all that stuff.
You don't hear that very much. We always tend to ask that question, Charles and I, but
Yeah.
you really don't hear it. Most people go, "No, I really wasn't a horror fan, but I am now."
Yeah. A lot of people say that. So it's great to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I loved all that stuff. At Twilight Zone and Night Gallery. Oh yeah, I had to watch that stuff.
So you grew up in Iowa, right? So when you were in Iowa, and that was till you were a teenager, were you interested in acting then, or did it just kind of start getting the itch when you moved to LA?
Oh, I probably wished I could be, but I was so shy that I was in Iowa. I didn't think there was any way in the world that could ever happen, ever.
Yeah.
I also thought I wanted to be a singer. I used to listen to the Jackson 5 and You'll Laugh, Donny Osmond, and things like that. And I was like, and the Monkees, and I was like, oh, I want to sing too. But I couldn't even, like, when they tested you for if you're an alto or soprano in Glee Club, I couldn't even sing out loud. I just mouthed the words. I couldn't even do that. So I didn't think it was possible. But when I got to LA, it was like little baby steps, and just going little by little.
Very nice.
Yeah, go ahead, Charles. I'm looking through questions right now, but there's several questions coming up. Yeah.
We have a lot. Let's drop some questions in, Lloyd. What do you have?
I'm looking. I'm trying to find something. Go ahead if you found one.
Well, I know one that a couple people ask about is the effects that were done in Night of the Demons with the lipstick. How many takes did you have to do for that, and how difficult was the makeup to apply?
Oh, makeup for the bust or the makeup for the face?
The bust, the lipstick scene.
Oh, okay. We only did one take of it because it was like one of those things where it was a pre-slit hole, and we got it on one take of me just like popping it in there. And it was like a breeze after doing the facial appliances to bust on. All they did was like tape me down, put on it was like a gelatin mold type thing, paint it a little bit, and then slice the hole. That was very simple compared to the 12-hour or more makeup on our faces.
Yeah. Something about that, I don't know what it was about that lipstick scene, but it always used to unsettle me when I was younger. I don't know what it was. Just something about the lipstick just creeped me out. I don't know what it was about it.
It is unsettling.
Oh, wow. I guess if I saw something like that in a men's genitalia, I would probably get creeped out too.
Well, maybe Lloyd can make something happen next weekend for you. All right.
Yeah.
Get ready, Lloyd.
I'm ready. Yeah, that's a lot of people are talking about how unsettling that scene was. I'm going through and I'm reading a lot of that.
Yeah, and I'm not unsettled by a lot of things. Watch a lot of weird stuff, but something about that lipstick disappearing, I don't know what it was, but it was just it creeped me out. It was weird.
Oh, that's good. It did what it was meant to do. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm so glad when I hear things like that.
Yeah. Jimmy,
I can't look at it like you do, and it's it's hard for me because I knew what was happening and I knew it. It was like all mechanical. Like, okay, do this, do that, put it here. So it was hard for me to look at it like that.
Yeah, I bet.
I do have a question from Jimmy LeCompte. He'd like to know, how did Linnea get to be such a big part of USA Up All Night? You know Jimmy, don't you?
Oh, wow.
I know Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. I became a part. Wait, what was the question? I forgot.
He said, how did you get to be such a big part of USA Up All Night?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I just worked in well with Rhonda. They had me on, and Rhonda and I worked off each other really well because it's all improv. It's not scripted or anything. Mm-hmm. And we just worked well together. So I think that's probably why they kept having me come back. And they played a lot of my movies too. So it was like both.
Just kind of worked out.
Yeah, they had like Assaulted Party Nerds and Sorority Babes and the Seinfeld Bolorama. And I don't know if they ever showed Silent Night, Deadly Night. Not sure about that. That might have been
something else, yeah. There's a lot of questions about your part in A Nightmare on Elm Street for the Dream Master. I know that you get a lot of people nowadays that want your autograph from that, but it wasn't really well known in the beginning that you were part of that, right?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the documentary, really, the Never Sleep Again.
Yeah.
Where they showed the whole like video of me coming out of the chest and ex-husband yelling, "Shove out your breasts more," or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I realized that you had been in that too, and I like blew my mind. I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Hold on, back this up."
I know, and people go, "Oh, I knew that was you," and I'm like, "How did you? You couldn't have done it was me. There's no way."
I didn't know it was you at all. Don't worry.
I want to say, I want to say that I had read something maybe in Fangoria about that years ago, but I'm not real sure. I can't remember where I saw it, but I think I had heard about it before that video.
Well, you were well informed, well read.
It might have been. It might have been.
They don't know Fangoria like we do.
They don't. That was our Bible back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember having to seek out Fangoria because it wasn't easy to find when I was growing up. You'd have to go find where it was. Where is it?
Oh, how fun! But it was like an adventure.
Yep. It was always an adventure.
When you found it, it was like, I got it. Yes.
It was so exciting, and you'd see all the crazy images, and then you'd be in there, be like, "Oh, Linnea,
There's
there
Linnea.
she is."
Yes. I even got to be a poster a couple times. I was so excited.
Yep, I actually had one of your posters up on my wall. Not to put myself out there, but I did for Fangoria.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I know I never, growing up in Iowa, thought I'd be on the wall of some man. I never thought I'd be a poster on a wall.
Well, I'm sure you were on the wall of a lot of men, so
Yeah.
don't worry.
Definitely.
Wow.
Charles, you have a copy of you have a copy of Linnea's horror workout video, don't you?
I do on VHS. I have Linnea Quigley's horror workout on VHS.
Yeah. I've always wanted a copy of that, but man, is it hard to find.
You ain't getting mine. It's hard to get.
Yeah. I think I have I think it appeared on a Blu-ray not too long ago that I purchased, so I can at least watch it at some point. I won't have the original VHS.
Well, that's how you will keep your girlish figure.
Horror workouts.
Definitely need to do that. So anybody that's just now joining us, we've been talking to Linnea Quigley. We've been on doing an interview with you for about 45 minutes. We don't want to take up too much more of your time, but we'd like to know: is there anywhere that we should point people to? Do you have a website or anything like that?
Yes, I do. It's www.linnea-quigley.com.
Okay.
And like I said, they can check me out on YouTube on the reality show and the talking about the film show and all that. It's a good channel, the dragonflix.biz or dragonflix.biz. Yes, that's it. And I do Cameo. I do a multiple of things. I wear many hats.
You do,
even though I'm not wearing one now. I do wear many hats.
You're a busy
14
person.
dogs too. So
I directed the zombie games. That's the movie for the UK. I did. They're editing now, so I got
really?
to be a director. Oh boy, was that stress! And I was in it too, so it was a 3-day shoot. It was crazy with body.
That's the first
cam.
time you've directed, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
But it was really fulfilling. I liked it. I really liked it.
I bet.
Is there anywhere we can watch that, or is it still being
It's
worked
still
out?
being edited. It won't be edited till next year, which isn't far away. But I would say probably February, let's say. And then my documentary Extras, which is all about extras in the business, is being edited right now too. I was just talking to the editor, Todd Sheets, who has done films also as a director. He did Clownado and
Yes.
Bone Hill Road and all those. That's going to be out hopefully February. And that's a fun documentary. I did it along the line of Penelope Spears' Decline of Western Civilization type style, kind of grungy.
Nice.
And there's just a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm probably forgetting half of it.
Yeah. I'm looking at the dragonflix.biz website, and this is interesting. It says that it's the free micro budget movie channel, and you can watch the Linnea Quigley reality show on there. Yep. That is awesome. I had no idea. I'm glad you came on and told us about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have on the second one, which is about dog training. This dog trainer I had come out from the Midwest to work with the dogs. Donna Wilkes is in it from Jaws 2.
Oh, okay.
She's
fantastic.
Cool. She's really good. And I was just in New Zealand. I did a film there that's going to be out in January called Buzzcut. And there will be a sequel.
That's fantastic.
Do you ever sleep? You're always working. You're always doing something. Do you ever go to bed? Do you ever sleep?
Yes, but not a lot because the dogs get me up at 5, and they're finally kind of out. But the minute I like go to the door, they'll be like, "Oh, where are you going? Okay, let's go."
Yeah.
So
I was going to say,
it's not a lot of sleeping or watching movies or anything, because there's always something going on, or I have to do.
yeah, I was going to say, I imagine the dogs keep you very busy. How many did you say again you have right now?
14.
Holy moly.
Yes. High energy.
Yeah. Well, everybody go to Linnea-Quigley.com. I'm looking at it right now. There are links to her Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There's a YouTube link. You can buy autographs. There's all kinds of things that you can do on this website. So everybody go visit that. Check it out. Be sure to, support Linnea. Watch all of her stuff. And be sure to not forget that she is going to be here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area on December 19th. You're doing a screening before that too, right? On Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night. It's going to be Silent Night, Deadly Night. The Santa Claus movie.
Oh,
it's kind of like, I reckon it to Christmas Story, but different, And don't bring kids. And then I'm very excited about this show. This is going to be so fun because
we're excited too. Don't worry.
You guys are doing it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so fun because you put on a good show.
Well, thank you. You've been a guest a couple of times at Texas Frightmare Weekend in the past, and it's just not enough. It's just not enough. We're going to have to do this more often.
I love it. Okay, I'll be there with bells on.
Please.
Awesome.
Always welcome. Always welcome. But you can't bring the 14 dogs. Maybe just 1 or 2 dogs. All right. Not all of them.
Oh, gee, that's going to be so. I know I have a full-time house sitter that when I leave for over 4 hours has to come here and watch them. So it's like I get intervals 3 to 4 hours away.
Yeah. I can imagine that would be a problem trying to, go anywhere and have a life when you have that many babies to take care of.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere for long. They get into the slap your mama seasoning and things like that.
Yeah.
Out of the 14 dogs, which one's the craziest dog? Do you have one that's the craziest one out of the bunch?
Well, they're all crazy in a different way, but yes, I would say Naoka is a little off.
a little off.
Who's that on the bed behind you there?
The sleeping one. Who's sleeping?
This one here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one's Voodoo, the Roddy. One of the Roddies. I have 3 Roddies, and that's Voodoo. Now, the littlest one is over here.
Oh, my goodness. She's out,
that
too.
Is belly up. That's called belly up. That belly is up, and they are ready to sleep.
Yep. Like, very stressed dogs, I tell you.
They're living a hard life. A hard life.
I'm limping right now because I tripped over them 3 weeks ago, and I just had an x-ray of my knee. I don't know what I did to it, but it hurts.
Isn't it fun getting old?
I know. I'm not healing as fast as I used to.
I know. It's crazy. Well, listen,
it's
Linnea,
been so great to talk to you. It really has.
Yeah, we don't want to hold you up. You've a super busy life there, and but we do want to thank you for coming on, and we can't wait to see you December 19th.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see you guys. It's a week and a day.
That's right. We're gonna start counting down, everybody.
Yep,
I am.
Countdown clock.
Well, thank you so much, Linnea. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you for coming on. We'll see you soon. And we will talk to you very soon, everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Good talking to you.
Night, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's see.
Whoa!
Let me see if I can
I'm
get
on
this
screen
right.
like
Oh,
3
now I'm
times.
on screen. And now it's Charles and a bunch of other crazy stuff. How's that? That works. All right.
Yeah, man. Linnea's awesome. She's cool to talk to. Like you, I've never really got a chance to talk to her, even though she's done the show. It's kind of like she's always been busy, and I've always been busy. Never got a chance to, you know. I only talked to her briefly the one year when I had her sign a Night of the Demons poster, and that was it.
And I wasn't lying at all. Every time I'm around Linnea, I get a little nervous. That's just
I do too.
That's just me.
Well,
That's just me.
I don't get nervous much. You know, we met a lot of people, but Linnea makes me nervous because I grew up loving her. Like I said, I had her poster on my wall when I was younger. So come on.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like she I don't know. It's just strange. There's something about her that always makes me
Magical.
yeah, that's exactly right. So we'll just leave it at that. I'm still a little off kilter from having spoken to Linnea Quigley here on our show.
She's magical.
She really is. Well, I wanna thank everybody for coming on, and I should have told her this, but my God, she still looks beautiful.
Oh, she looks amazing. Yeah. She looks amazing. And it's nice to get to sit down and talk to her. I mean, I could talk to her for hours. There's so many roles she's done that I love. It's trying to get them in there, talk about them. But we had to talk about Savage Streets.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, and I'm looking at her IMDb. She has 168 credits as an actress. Holy moly, that is a lot of stuff.
But I grew up on so much of her work from the 80s. That's kind of stuff that shaped my horror too, my horror love. And
Yep.
and getting excited for next week and actually getting to talk to this week. This entire week I've spent watching Linnea Quigley movies while I was working. So I mean, I watched Night of the Demons, Nightmare Sisters, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, Sorority Babes, Creepazoids. I watched Return of the Dead, Fatal Games.
You did
Silent
them all.
Night, Savage Streets, and Graduation Day. I watched everything this week, so I was ready to party.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Well, I put the flyer back up just so everybody can see it again. I'll make it big.
Manja.
I am super.
Man, guys, it's gonna be great next weekend, though.
It is. Hope you guys can come out and, my wife and I were talking about the event that's coming up, the Christmas Horror, and we haven't announced it yet. But on our flyer here, it says tickets $5 to enter. We talked about it, and we just don't feel comfortable charging people to come out, so we're dropping the entry fee. Just come out. Everybody, just come out. Don't worry about paying to get in. We want you guys to have a good time and have that extra $5, or depending on how many people you bring. You might bring 4 people. That $20 could go to buying something at the market, supporting one of the vendors, grabbing an autograph, whatever it is. So we are dropping the $5 entry fee, just because we want to see everybody come out, and we just don't feel right about charging the $5. So hope you can all join us.
That's nice. Yeah, that's cool, Lloyd. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Guys, come out, and I'll be out there. So if you want to chat about something, feel free to chat. We can talk about whatever. I'll probably, like I said, try to go live a couple times there, see if we can talk to a couple people. But just looking forward to it. Looking forward to also being out there and supporting the vendors and stuff, because there's some great people coming out.
Yeah.
And last I looked, it's supposed to be nice weather that day too. It's supposed to be in the 60s. So
that's what
nice.
Yeah, Sue and I looked it up. We're at 61, 62 degrees and sunny. So it should be a great weekend for the Christmas horror market. And spread the word, guys. Let everybody know we're not charging. Just come out and hang out and support the vendors, and support Linnea and Paul and Leslie Dean as well. That's what we want. We just want to keep this horror community, connected during this time.
Man, keep us connected. Guys, we know how to do this. We're all aware of the routines now. Let's just be socially safe. Wear our stuff and enjoy it. And like Lloyd said, be out here and support the vendors, but also Frightmare Collectibles has a lot of cool shit too, and it's right before Christmas, so
yeah, we'll be open as well.
Shopping.
Yeah, come on in. We got a lot of great stuff. But Anyway, I hate feeling like I'm shilling for my store. So you guys just come out, enjoy the event, and have fun. What else, Charles?
Man, that's kind of the big thing. But we've got our Patreon show. So if you're Patreon, we're doing a Patreon Directors Series on Sunday at 7. I think our director this month that we'll talk about is Joe Dante. So
Woo woo.
if you're not a Patreon, feel free to join up. It's we got different tiers, and the most expensive one's $9 a month, and it's a lot of fun. We're a nice little community of chit chatting, and we'll be back on Wednesday for Year in Horror. I think we're up to 1997 now.
1997.
Oh yeah, moly. Twitch watch party. We're doing Twitch watch party tomorrow, right? Tomorrow
That's
night.
right. With Charles Anderson, all the way from the UK, is going to be co-hosting with us.
Yeah, Charles Anderson out in the UK, and Charles got to choose the movie. I'm not sure what he wants to watch, so we'll have to figure that out. But
he actually sent me a message. Sorry, I haven't gotten that over to you yet, but he has chosen the movie.
Lloyd?
I know, I'm terrible.
God.
I am terrible.
Look, even if you did get it over to me, I probably wouldn't have seen it because it's been a busy week. So don't feel bad.
It has been a busy week. It's in here somewhere. I'm going to send that over to you, and
all right, guys, we're watching Schindler's List. We're watching Schindler's List tomorrow. So get the popcorn ready. And what I did with Schindler's List is I edited in the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt at the beginning and the end. So we're making it Tales from the Crypt presents Schindler's List. So get ready.
That's right. Charles Anderson just logged in to YouTube. Charles, remind us again what we're... Okay, he did.
He did.
The Gate.
The Gate. Oh, Charles, what a fantastic choice. That is a perfect Saturday Twitch Prime watch party. So if you guys don't know, we do Saturday night, we do a Twitch Prime watch party, which basically you have to have a Twitch account. You have to have a Amazon Prime, but we jump on Twitch and then it links to your Prime. And we basically watch a movie together while me and Lloyd jibber jabber with everybody.
Yes.
And it's a lot of fun. Usually I give away a movie during those too. So I have accumulated a lot of giveaways for you guys for the next few months because I told Lloyd, I said, I don't know what happened, but somehow I've accumulated like 50 movies for everybody to give away. So we're kind of stocked up for a while. I was like, I got a lot.
That's awesome.
Like, I like buying movies for you guys because I like finding good stuff. And I blacked out and woke up with like 50 movies. And I was like, well, this has escalated quickly. It's like, crap.
That's awesome. We got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm really excited about it. I think we'll sign out now, though. I want to thank everybody that has joined us tonight. I want to thank Linnea Quigley, and I also want to thank the beautiful Charles Doze.
Man, look how beautiful I am. But you're so beautiful too. It kind of, I can't look you directly in the face because you're so beautiful. It makes me feel tingly.
Oh, that's
inside.
That's a bad reaction. Yeah, it's a bad reaction too.
Am I supposed to feel that way?
Yeah.
Am I having a stroke?
You may be having a stroke. Exactly. All right, guys.
All right, everybody.
You got anything else you want to...
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on a different night. But, guys, we had to change it because we had to talk to Linnea. I told Lloyd, I said, I don't care when she comes on. She can come on at 3 a.m, and I'll be here like, hey, what's up?
Exactly.
Let's talk.
Yep. We'll make room for Linnea. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Thank y'all very much for joining us. We once again had a great night hanging out with you guys. And I think that's it. We're going to sign out. Peace out to everybody.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.